Doing front squats after cycling for an hour is interesting. It's an interesting time. You've got jelly legs, and front squats force you into those jelly legs. It's such a. It made me giggle a few times because it's like I really don't want to do that, yet I have to because otherwise I'll fail the lift. It's so much different to a back squat or an SSB or all the other things that I'm doing because there's a way out. When things get tough, you can just shift those angles a little bit and, give yourself a bit of respite in the quads. But front squats, you have to stay in there. You have to push through it. I was riding my bike this morning and I kept thinking to myself, for somebody that has difficulty staying upright, for somebody that always wants to engage the posterior chain, why didn't I go crazy with front squats for those AMRAPs? Why did I get back squats? Back squats, are superior because you can run away from a failing quad and go into a posterior chain squat and get 3, 4, 5 more repetitions on those AMRAPs. As long as your core can last, you can keep on squatting. But with the front squats, you can't. You have to stay in the same pattern. And if you deviate too far away from that optimal bar path, you get punished. You get punished brutally. Your front rack gets attacked hard for every centimeter that you deviate. So it's not worth your time. You might as well stay in the fight, in those squads, stay upright and push. This is kind of what led me to do the front squats this morning. I was kind of thinking about all of that and I was like, yeah, I'm doing a lot of, quad heavy work right now. Cycling is one of them. So much freaking blood being pushed through those quads. They're processing a lot of work right now. And doing the front squats really makes you feel, the fatigue that you're carrying day to day. Cycling, again, so much jelly legs, man. But I think it's good for me. There are many things that are wrong with me and my weaknesses. Like everyone has those, well, not those, but some weaknesses. But whenever you get funneled into training that, and it's kind of like a railroad, you can't deviate, man. You have to stay in that. I think it's a good one. So as I was kind of doing the front squats, I started thinking to myself my short-term goals and started thinking about the belt squats, the 2 plates for 20, started thinking about, the SSBs, the Hatfields, like all those things. I'm thinking about all these little goals that I could be setting for myself. And then I thought, what about a 3-plate front squat for 20? Is that somewhat similar? A 3-plate front squat is similar to a 4-plate, maybe not quite, but anyway, it's probably a little bit easier when you compare a 3-plate front squat and a 4-plate front squat, 4-plate back squat. So 3-plate front, 4-plate back for a set of 20. I don't know. I did a 5 today, and with 140, and it felt very, very bad. My quads wanted to explode. Even though, when I squat, you guys saw the angles. It's not all quads, but, it's a lot more quads than any other movement that I do. And especially with the fatigue that I'm carrying from the bike to this, I started thinking to myself, man, why don't I make this a little bit of a challenge like every other day? Maybe not every other day, maybe a couple of weeks, a couple of times a week, where I come in and I try and get, in a few days, 6 reps on, and then 7 reps and 8 reps, similar to what I do with back squats, but now I do front squats. The reason why I'm not terrified of front squats is because I feel like they're a lot easier because there's no respite. With back squats, if I put, say I did 4 plates today on the back squat, I know how it turns out, man. It turns out into a grinding thing, and I can always get another one. And I'll get 10 reps, 11 reps, 12 reps, and that taxes the living soul out of me. With front squats, you can't do that. As soon as the quads fail, you fail, and that's it. You can't be grinding front squats forever. So it kind of makes me less scared of that when I think about introducing something like that with the totality of everything else that I'm doing. So I think the breathing will be less, the effort will be less, all of that will be less, and I reckon because of that, it's probably doable right now. Anyway, appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.